Marcelo. Celeste, our next guest is here.
How do I say that? Is it Azhagan?
Honestly, even people of India find it hard to pronounce. It's actually pronounced Alagan, and it finds its roots to a language called Tamil, considered to be one of the oldest languages. It basically means handsome guy.
What does it mean? Sorry.
It means handsome guy. Handsome.
Well,
okay,
of
Oh,
course.
there we go.
Yeah.
Obviously,
If
your
you had
parents
asked us,
knew
that's
exactly
what we
what
were
they
going to
were
guess
calling
anyway.
Okay.
Ashkan, do I say your name correctly? Just once more, Ashkan.
Alagan. Alagan.
Alagan.
Yeah.
Alagan, please go ahead. Welcome to GIFT, first of all. And
Okay, I'm
secondly,
honored.
please go ahead, introduce yourself and introduce your subject.
Okay, fine. So obviously, I have a butchered name, which I'm not gonna try to pronounce again. I'm from the exotic subcontinent of India, and I've completed my schooling as of yet, and I still am questioning the idea of college. That's a different story. And my basic passion is to be a philanthropist. Let's see how that turns out. And I heard about GIFT, and I thought it would be fun to make a presentation in front of a panel of judges.
Would you like to go ahead and tell us what your presentation will cover?
Sure. Actually, I would have given a very controversial title to the presentation, stating that I want to make farming a white-collar job, which by definition is basically impossible. So, yeah.
No, so please carry on. What makes it impossible?
Well, the definition of English, obviously, because the definition of white-collar job is not what fits the whole idea of agriculture, right?
Okay, you need to, Alagan, you need to carry on. Just
Okay.
carry on talking,
Fine,
please,
fine.
and make your presentation, because
Yeah, so
I will
shall
just stop and start, and then that would not be fair to you.
Okay, so shall I share my screen then?
Please do.
Okay, fine. Just a minute. Screen. Share. I think my mail ID is on. Is my screen visible?
We can see Mr. Pitch Perfect presentation.
Okay, I hope that's actually a reference to the Pitch Perfect movie, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first thing, my details, obviously, I just gave you what it was. And the next thing would be the mess I wanted to solve. Like, I often believe you need innovations where there is problem, and then this is the problem I thought is worth solving. And that was how to make farming an aspirational profession and how to get more people into farming. I don't know about you guys. Where are you guys from exactly? Hello.
I'm in USA, Ohio.
Okay, Ohio. And your background would be like, what do you?
My background is youth innovation.
Innovation. So innovation in what exactly? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, innovation in what? I help promote and inspire youth innovators. So,
okay, yeah.
And I innovate programs to do that.
Okay, and the other person? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Celeste.
Okay.
Miss Celeste, yes.
Hello, Alagan. My name is Celeste. I come from South Africa.
Okay,
and
South Africa.
At the moment, I'm doing marketing and liaison for our Inventors Association here in Johannesburg.
That's very interesting.
My background is in recruitment and marketing.
So neither of you have a background in agriculture, I suppose?
No.
Yeah, okay. So what basically happens with agriculture is that you don't have the financial security of a job per se. Because in agriculture, what you basically do is buy a land, you have to, farm, and then you should sell the produce. And that is like a big job, you can't ask a normal farmer to be a creative entrepreneur. So these were the issues that came up when I was thinking what would be how to make farming an aspirational profession. So the first thing that came up, lack of education, obviously. Just a minute. I'm having some issues. Oh God. Meeting control. Hello. Yeah, sorry about that. So where was I?
Hello, Azhagan.
Yeah, sorry about the interruption. Yeah. Okay, so there are a couple of key issues that comes up when we want to make farming an aspirational profession, or when you want to take up farming. These are the freaking issues that come up. First thing, lack of education. You don't learn to farm in school, basically. Uh, and come on, how would I say this? You don't have a professional course to learn how to work on a field. I mean, yeah, you have basic agriculture and stuff, but that's more on the chemical part rather than the economical or your what do you say, the hardcore labor part. And the second thing is your need for a middleman, which basically refers to your, I don't know how you call it. We call them brokers in India. So these are the people who buy the goods from you and sell it to their direct customers. And the third thing would be unplanned farming. Again, I'm not very well versed with the US or the South, where were you from? Sorry.
South Africa.
Yeah. So I'm not well versed with South African farming, but at least in India, the farmers are kept in a very, how do you say, mm, in a, well, basically, like they don't get any knowledge. They just do what the middlemen say, and the middleman, they obviously want profits. So what they do is they just tell them to crop something that wouldn't sell, or that would be of a lesser cost at a given time, and this way the farmer loses profits. I mean, you can't sell the same vegetables year round. That is not a viable system. And I guess you can see in the presentation what the issues will be. But again, that's how the market works worldwide. But when it comes to India, it becomes an issue. That is one of the most interesting parts. Just a minute. Yeah. So is my slide changed?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Okay, fine. So that then comes, why not create an application, Android-based application or something for a solution? And what I suggest with this is that we create an application where we give the farmer an education on how to crop or how to farm and what to farm at the appropriate time. And we also create an online e-commerce platform where we are able to buy the produce from the farmers and sell it. I mean, yeah, we'll be the middleman in this, but instead of taking a big chunk of the profit, we'll be giving the bigger chunk to them and work under a smaller profit. I mean, that's how e-commerce websites like Amazon work. They take a very less profit compared to your traditional dealer-based systems. And all these would give the farmer the freedom to give the farmer the freedom to choose how to farm and what to farm. And again, as people say, darkness can only be eliminated with knowledge, and we are giving knowledge. So I guess you could see the slide. Here I have shown you. Here I have shown you how the market price is increasing, but while the red, I'm sorry, is it maroon? Yeah, the maroon is what the farmer gets. There's a substantial gap, and that is taken by the middleman. And so this app we're talking about, I made a couple of prototypes just, for fun. And this is how it came up. The first prototype, we wanted to cover educating a farmer, analyzing the agri market so that we can tell which crop will be profitable at which time. And if you're coming from a country like India, you have so many freaking languages. I can't even travel out of state with the language I know. And then, yeah, multiple language availability for the farmers, latest news updates like government policies or market changes. And of course, one thing that farmers miss a lot is return on investment calculation. They just farm like, they just give brute force attack rather than planning stuff, as I said before. And of course, the rest is a bit more complex, so I'm not getting into it much. And next one, this is what I call the L2, the second prototype. And I think you can see the right side where I've given a basic interface for an app. if you want, I would also show you the app now. I mean, just the interface.
Sure, we have about 5 more minutes, so you're welcome to. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, that's the prototype. F5, right? Sorry. Yeah. And see, it's a basic interface. You get a circular, whatever you call it, and then you get the options. So if you choose an ROI, it gives you the ROI sheet for calculation, and main menu, loans. If you, it's a common culture to get an agricultural loan to as an initial investment for your crops. Again, you get the procedures and stuff. So this is the basic interface. And again, livestock is one big. I don't know about your countries, but livestock is one big agricultural asset in India. So again, that. And when you're done, oops, sorry. And when you're done, you can just quit. That's the basic interface. Excuse me. And back to my presentation. Yes. So this is what the app that the interface I had created covers. You're educating the farmer, multiple language availability, latest news updates, return on investment. I'm positive you can read the rest. And just the continuation where we cover the weather, patterns, online marketing, crop tracking, hobby farming, labs, just a simple intuitive interface in general. And so there arises my SWOT analysis. So what would be the strength, weakness, and opportunity / threats for the so-called idea? And the first thing we get that none of the other ideas get is that data analysis. Obviously, we're living in a metaverse, what do you say? We're living in a metaverse economy. So we have so much data at our fingertips, and we will be able to analyze patterns or changes in market very easily with an application. And again, I'm located in India, which is the second largest food producing nation. And so, you get the gist. The main opportunity I see is that, just a minute. Yeah, the main opportunity I see for this is that e-commerce food giant. You have finished foods in your countries, but that's not the same case in India because people still prefer to cook, and the multinational corporations, they still are concentrating on Western foods, but rather Indians prefer their local cuisine. And so we see a big opportunity for giving a finished food, a finished food product for India. Maybe I don't know if you have butter chicken at your local grocery shop is still unheard of, and that we can make it happen. And again, the rest are a lesser important points, and this is the most important one. And the weakness I figured was that of personal touch. The one big weakness of the metaverse economy is that we communicate through our phones, touchscreens, where we don't meet people in real. I mean, honestly, kids like me hate it, but nowadays I guess it's not much of an issue either. And then the second issue is the volatile goods, obviously, because your farm goods are extremely volatile, they tend to rot, etc. And the main threats I see are hostility from the current market system. I mean, come on, who would want you to steal their market? I mean, the brokers would want their money after all. And a lack of open-mindedness in farmers is a general thing in India. They don't want to change much. Of course, the other.
Oh no. Jake, you're muted. Here he is.
Oh,
I thought. Azhagan, are you still there?
he's coming back.
Okay.
Azhagan, can you hear us?
He's got to come because I need to talk to him. Thank you. Oh,
Okay, well, if he can't make it back, we understand. What a comprehensive presentation that was, though.
that was so mature and so professional. He's got to come back. I've got to say this.
My first question was going to be, who is he going to present that to? The government? What sort of research has gone into it? I mean, has he spoken to the farmers? Azhagan, please come back.
He keeps trying. I think that he's having some technical issues, and that's okay. One of the things I do want to ask him is if he would please consider coming back at the April Global Innovation Field Trip to show us where he's gotten with this, talk about who he's presented it to, and let us know what kind of help he needs from us. With that, I think we're almost ready to close up anyway. Here he is real quick. Again, we keep losing you. I know we have a couple people that have questions for you real quick before we close our show today.
I don't have a question. I have an astonishment. I just want to tell you, I am, as you can see, old. I have been to a lot of conferences and seen lots of presentations by very important people. That is one of the best presentations. I mean, everything about it. It was just amazing.
But I was fumbling so much, honestly.
But let me tell you something. Here's the really exciting point. Okay.
Okay.
You are very young. Okay. And for you to be able to do something like this now, you could be doing presentations for the rest of your life. And you have already hit the target. I mean, what you accomplish with this kind of skill is amazing. This is just the beginning. Trust me. I am so impressed.
Okay, thank you.
Julie, I'd like to make a suggestion that
Yes,
Azhagan, if possible, is that he comes back for a longer presentation period, since he's covering so much more.
Yeah.
And to try and get that presentation plus questions plus an understanding of your goal in just 10, 12 minutes is beyond nearly impossible. So I'd like to suggest, as Julie,
maybe I'll just sit into
April.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, I want to make us another suggestion. Okay, what I want you to do
is
give a presentation on how to give a presentation. Give a presentation, which I'm serious. I want a presentation by you that we can show to other students saying, here's a presentation. Because look, if I do it, they go, oh, that's just some old guy. Who cares what he thinks? Okay. But when you do it, they'll say, oh, here's some young man doing this wonderful thing. I can do it too. I'm serious. You should give a presentation.
I think actually you should give two, because I think the content of the presentation you gave is very important. And I want to keep helping you spread the word. So you could do one segment on how to give a presentation, and then do another segment on the farming app and information that you provided all of us, because I think it's brilliant, and you should do that. And thank you so much for presenting to us today. I really appreciate it.